What's up, everybody? Today we have a jam-packed video for you guys. I just got back from a trip from Oregon out to the seed plots to see how the seed was going on, and I also did a little mini vacation with my wife out there. That is not going to be this video. That is going to be a video on its own, but today we have a lot of updates to get to. I want to update you on the front lawn after putting down that dark matter ammonium sulfate. I want to update you on the side lawn with our dark legend overseed. I want to show you guys the neighbor's envy plot in the backyard because it's been just over 2 weeks with that. I want to show you what the color looks like after two and a half weeks. And then also I want to give you an update on Jim's yard that we also overseeded with dark legend. Lots and lots of stuff to get to. Let's get into it right away. So here's what we're looking at for the front lawn. We put down that dark matter ammonium sulfate, and it has definitely evened out the lawn a lot, but we are still getting this like speckled effect because there's still high nitrogen in these spots. And even though we put out that small prilled ammonium sulfate everywhere, these spots already had a lot of nitrogen in them, and then you're just coating it over with more nitrogen, so it's still going to look a little spotty. This is gonna take a while for everything to even out. Also, it'll probably looks worse than it is because my kids were playing soccer on this all day yesterday, so a lot of this is footprints as well. But you can tell the color is doing absolutely awesome. I mean, if you compare the color to the background lawns, it is definitely doing well. So once I came back from this vacation, I started looking around the lawn, and I'm just not keeping up with it like I used to because there's so much work that needs to be done on the back end. I'm talking emails, inventory, lost packages, just shipping details, answering general questions, answering questions about the product, YouTube content on 2 different channels, thumbnails, editing. It's never ending. And then trying to throw a family on there, plus taking care of your lawn, it's been very hectic. Well, with that said, I just need to get back to doing what makes me happy in the lawn, and that's actually taking care of it. I've been really slacking. There's so much stuff that needs to be done, and I think I'm gonna focus the next couple of weeks of really taking care of this thing, getting it on track to where I want it to be. Not saying that I'm gonna stop content or let kind of the business side fall apart, but I just need to get back to my roots and what makes me happy. So I'm definitely gonna focus on the lawn a lot more these next couple of weeks, and there'll probably be a lot more vlog content rather than main channel content, because these are just easier to whip out than doing the stuff on the main channel. But we have weeds, edging that needs to be done. There's a lot of work that needs to go into this front lawn, and this is my baby. I mean, yeah, like all this stuff. I'm also going to experiment tomorrow. I am going to cut this down and kill it. This big bush right here, it extends so far into the lawn. When I'm mowing, it's so annoying. So I'm gonna kill this. I did some research on how I should do it. I'll go over that in another video, but I'm gonna start with this one. The plan is to get rid of all of this stuff. It's just an eyesore to me. It just looks like crap. It grows in super patchy and dead. So that will be in a future video as well, getting rid of this stuff. And it's kind of gonna be an experiment because I've never done it before. So we will get a mow on the front lawn. So you'll get to see what this looks like completely clean. And it should actually look better than it does right now. As for the dark legend overseed, look at this, man. This is awesome. This came in so good. And it is darkening up finally. I mean, that color looks absolutely fantastic. It is darkening up a lot faster than I thought it was going to. And like, look how good this stuff came in. That's all new perennial ryegrass. It's already maturing very, very fast. The bald spots that we were having problems with, this area here, it's hard to see because of the shadows. Maybe I'll give you a different shot later, but like even this one that was completely bare, nothing in it almost, is already starting to fill in a little bit with those baby perennial ryegrass plants. And like even over here, this was really thin. This strip was completely bare right here, and it is now all filled in. This is a fairy ring, so it gets too much nitrogen, I believe, from whatever's underneath here rotting. So eventually this is all gonna die again anyway. It does every single year, and I can see it's already starting to struggle a little bit. But that came in great. And then also the before right here was a big strip that was from a construction casualty. And I'll show you the before and then look at the after now. This looks, it wasn't even there. So this thing came in absolutely awesome. And now we gotta get rid of this clover over here that's making its way in. Before the overseed, underneath this tree looked terrible. And now you can see how well everything came in. I mean, look how good it came in around that root. There was a lot of dead stuff there. So yeah, there's not much to complain about with this overseed. And we'll also get a mow in over here. And look at, I've only mowed this twice, and it's not like I'm burning in these stripes or anything. Look how much those stripes pop already. I can't wait to actually mow it and have fresh stripes on it. Now, if we go to the back, here is our neighbor's envy plot. You can still see the square back here where I had that sheetrock. And then also we have a deck, you guys. I mean, that's how long it's been since we put this down that this is almost finished. So for those of you that say neighbor's envy only lasts a couple days and the color disappears, I don't believe it, man, because this has been well over 2 weeks and it's clear as day where I put that stuff down. Now, to your eye, it might look super dark the first week and it is wearing a little bit, but what I would suggest is put down a plot like this and you'll be surprised at the color response and how long this stuff actually lasts. Honestly, so I think some of you are just getting so used to the color that you're thinking it's fading, but it's actually not. I would suggest putting down one of these if you think it's fading super fast. And this will tell you 100% how long it lasts, because once that square disappears, then obviously the neighbor's envy wore off. I cut this grass with the robot mower back here every single day, unless it's raining. So we're actually cutting the grass and cutting it off. So it's not like it was just dyed or stained or anything like that. No, it's the actual grass color, as you can see. Now, one thing I really want to stress about this neighbor's envy is that you should not only use this product. This is like an enhancement to your fertilizing program. So what my plan is to put down the ammonium sulfate every month or so, depending on how my grass is looking. And then I'll use the neighbor's envy to enhance the color, give it all those like micronutrients, the humic, the kelp, for like that summertime protection and things like that. And then it gives you that iron for that pop for a couple of weeks as well. So definitely don't just use neighbor's envy by itself. It is not made for that. It's more of an enhancement to your fertilizing program. Here, I'm gonna show off what the deck's looking like. Right now they're on lunch and they're putting on the drink rail as we speak. But yeah, this thing is awesome compared to what I had before, that rickety thing that was falling apart. It's unfortunate how we had to get here, but yeah, this thing looks awesome. It looks better than I was even imagining. And the view up here is great. Other than that eyesore of a neighbor's envy plot. So yeah, good work, Jim. Love it. So what the plan is we are gonna get a mow on the front right now because this lighting is absolutely awesome right now. We'll get a mow here, then we'll mow the side, and then I'll bring you down to Jim's house because his graduation party is in 1 week, and we're gonna see how that Dark Legend overseed looks right now and what work we need to do this week to get that thing absolutely popping for Saturday.
Look at my chain, look at my neck, look at my life, look at my wrist, look at my J's, look at my fit, look at my smile, look at my drip. Cause I don't wanna throw away. I plan to run away. Look at the sky, look at the clouds, look at your smile, look at the crowd, look at yourself, look in the mirror, beautiful soul, you should be proud. Cause I don't wanna throw away. I plan to run away. We leave Paris, I'm feeling like Neil Patrick Harris. He's someone I cherish. Yeah, they wanna talk, but really I could care less. I'm embarrassed for them, cause they'll never feel how I feel. No fakes in my circle for real. Kept it 100 with no deal, ayy. Kept it 150, you wanna run away with me, ayy. She wanted all, I got plenty. Balenciaga, that Gucci, that Fendi.
Yeah, this thing needs to be leveled. It's starting to get bumpy. And all these little spots are starting to bug the hell out of me. So we gotta even this out with probably another fertilizer app of that small AMS. Driving me absolutely bonkers. I could even put down the neighbor's envy maybe with a liquid to even things out. I haven't tried the liquid up here yet on the full yard. I only have a little bit of that stuff left. I need to order myself some. But yeah, I'm not mad about this. That's crazy. So there's probably a bunch of you that are new also. This is 100% Kentucky bluegrass here. My side lawn is Kentucky bluegrass mixed with that dark legend. Now, when it comes to NightShift, this is not our NightShift KBG blend. I put this grass down a long time ago. I don't know, like 4 years ago. And NightShift didn't even exist. I tried sourcing every cultivar and we couldn't get them all because the seed lots were dirty and we didn't want to put dirty seed in just to get this exact match. But the main cultivar in our Kentucky bluegrass blend is Mazama, which is the main cultivar in this. Mazama is stupid dark, and we tried matching the other two cultivars as close as we could to these cultivars that are in here. So you'll get very similar results with our Kentucky bluegrass blend, our NightShift Kentucky bluegrass blend, because we kind of formulated after this blend here. You really can't beat Kentucky bluegrass, man. It's a water hog and nitrogen hog, but if you can keep up with the maintenance, this is the way to go in my opinion. So I've actually been talking to my buddy. He put down this dark legend in his lawn and he liked it so much, he actually started overseeding all of his neighbors' lawns with it. And he's been sending me some pictures and they look absolutely phenomenal. I actually went out and saw a couple of them in person. One is a 100% dark legend, crazy dark, crazy dark. I couldn't believe it. Like seeing it with your own eyes, unbelievable. So is looking better than I even imagined. With the Fireball hat trick, we wanted to get the darkest grass seed possible. I didn't think this was gonna come close to that. It might be touching it almost. This is like crazy dark, and the stuff I saw in person, absolute insanity. So if you're looking for a good overseed perennial ryegrass, this is definitely one I would recommend. It scores very high across the board as well as color, and you know, the whole NightShift brand is all about color. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was not expecting this fast. My goodness. This is crazy. Look how dark this stuff is. Dark blue. That ammonium sulfate's doing work. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. At the beginning of the year, my plan was to have the robot mower back here mowing this side. I didn't think I was gonna be able to keep up the content on both the main channel and the vlogs, but I don't know if I can let the robot go over here now. I mean, these aren't even burnt in. These are just going over it one time. Over there on the Kentucky bluegrass, I have to go over that multiple times to get stripes like this. This is insanity. Holy cow, man, this color. I wish you guys could see this stuff in real life. Now, I do want to point out something that I wasn't planning on talking about in this video, but now I saw some, so we're gonna talk about it. See how it's black? It almost looks like it's turning gray, almost. That is your very first sign of heat stress. This will go dormant if it doesn't get water. There's a little spot over here too. Ruining my stripes, Emmett? Emmett. Whatever. Yeah, let's see if we can see it from this end. It's a little harder to see. Oh, it's up here, that's why. It's right here. I'm not sure how well it's coming in from this angle. But yeah, I'm gonna have to spray water on this spot. Otherwise it will go dormant. This side really struggles all the time with the heat, just next to that tar. But yeah, man, I don't know. This is crazy. I'm also mowing a little higher than I usually do. And I'm gonna show you an example. Like, see how wispy this grass is here? Like, I don't know, to me, it looks a little flimsy and like, it's almost like tall fescue almost, like when you let it get too long. So I kind of kept it this height because it's baby grass. Heat's coming. I don't want to stress it out too much, but in the future, I definitely want to mow lower than this with this ryegrass because it just kind of, I don't know. That just looks not appealing to me. Sure, when you're far away, you don't really notice it, but yeah. And then the stripes look like crap because we're on the facing the other way of the sun. Turn around this way. Bam. South-facing lawns. You guys, if your lawn faces south, dude, you could have your neighbors going crazy with stripes. I wish my lawn faced south. Like, that would be the perfect lawn over there to have the stripe. Oh my goodness, it would be out of this world. Just the way, because the sun comes this way all day, so that whole entire corner would just be striped and popping all day. That is like a gold mine lawn for someone that wants a stripe. All right, now we're gonna head down to Jay's. I've been checking on things the last few days, and there's definitely some issues over there, and I'll explain once we get over there. My buddy sent me some new lawn shoes. He said he was sick of seeing me in those ugly Adidas. I feel bad even going in the lawn with these damn things. Kind of sick though. Walking down to Jim's, this is his neighbor Joe, one of my good friends. He needs some nitrogen on this bad boy and some water. He's starting to get heat stress up there as well. But yeah, you see all those pea spots? It means it's starving for nitrogen. All right, here's what we're looking at. It's kind of hard to see because of the shadow, but this area came in absolutely awesome. You really can't beat how well this came in over here. This is Dark Legend as well. I mean, this was like bare. Look at this. That looks so good. Heck yeah. That's what we want. Now, there are some issues with the lawn as well though. We had very bad germination here. We had bad germination all in here, up here. Like, this is not good. This is not what you want with an overseed. All this should be filled in. Now there's a couple problems that plagued us with this. Number one is that I didn't do an irrigation audit with Jim, and when I came back, a lot of his sprays pattern was going over the grass. It was like too skinny of a stream. It wasn't hitting in between. It was like hitting out into the landscape, but wasn't spraying enough down here. The other problem we had is there's so much thatch in this still. It's spongy as hell. And I think it's hard for that seed to take in that thatch because it dries out so fast. But I can already tell since we did the irrigation audit, there's like a cutoff line right here of where I was getting a lot of water and looking good, and this was looking terrible. But now this is actually looking better. Now there's no way we're gonna be able to overseed this, fill in these bare spots in a week, but I have a few tricks up my sleeve that I'm gonna do to hopefully get it to fill in as thick as possible. This came in decent. This was really bad for a little bit. And then this looks good right here. But again, his spray pattern was spraying over this. So none of this filled in, which is kind of a bummer. But it is definitely looking better than it was. My plan is to now hit this with a lot of nitrogen it's gonna be basically a baby blitz just to get it ready for the party. So I've actually put down two small applications of ammonium sulfate on this. So the color is definitely there. You can see the color difference between the lawns. You're not gonna win them all. I mean, we're playing against Mother Nature here. Sure, I should have went down and did the audit with him so this wouldn't be a problem, but he wasn't home. I was short on time. It is what it is. I'm still happy with the results. And like looking over here, this is looking awesome too. I mean, all the edge basically filled in. There are some weeds. I'm gonna hand pull a lot of these before the party just because we can't put on herbicides yet with this baby grass, and it won't die within a week anyway. So yeah, we have some mole issues too. But for the most part, only given 3 weeks, I would say this turned around a lot. So I'll show you some before pictures while I'm talking about this as well. But dude, I'm happy. And I'm happy that it all filled in where everybody's gonna be walking up to the house, you know what I mean? So Luckily, the bald spots are all out in the middle of the yard where people aren't gonna be really walking. So my plan is to actually start cutting every other day over here, and I'm gonna lay some stripes down. So we're gonna burn in some stripes. We're gonna hit it with some more ammonium sulfate here in like a day. The reason why we wanna use that ammonium sulfate is it's fast release. You're gonna get super fast results within like 2 days. So pound it with some ammonium sulfate, get that dark color, get it to fill in a little bit more, stripe the hell out of this thing, and then hopefully by Saturday, party day, this thing is gonna be looking pretty damn good. Emmett is struggling. He barely even wanted to walk down here. Getting too old. Man, kind of feeling bad. Look at him walking so slow. Come on, Emmett, car's coming. He's 11 years old, so I don't know how much time left he has. Easily the best dog I've ever had, though. Not even close. Guys, look at this color walking up from this angle. Holy cow. That is absolutely bananas. I feel like it's not doing it justice on camera right now. To the eye, it is like deep forest green. Holy cow. Sound Canadian there. Holy cow. Very green. Yeah, this is wild. All right, you guys, that's all I got for you on this episode. Stay tuned. I have a fertilizer a new fertilizer I want to check out on the next vlog. Also, I'm going to give you updates on gyms and when we mow, put those stripes in and fertilize and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. Plenty of cool stuff to come this season still. I appreciate all the support and we will see you next time. This is how the world should work. He's over here working on my property. I'm over working on his.